Okay, two things from different stores. So up first is a Safeway bakery in-store from their oven fresh section. It was even warm when I put it in the bag. Is an onion bagel. Ooh la la. It was 99 cents. I paid with cash. And then this is from the Safeway location on Aurora Avenue North in Shoreline, Washington State, United States of America. I am Tanis Coralee Leonhardi of Seattle. She, her, hers. I'm Tanis Leonhardi. She, her, hers of Seattle. And this is Monday, 29 April 2024. And I had a dentist appointment, and after that I went to a couple places not too far from the dentist place. Because I was like, since I'm already over here, instead of spending gas to get over here and back, I'm already over here. So I might as well stop and get some things. I went to Town and Country Markets after that, which is a local Puget Sound area chain. And I got one of their in-store bakeries. Not all of their baked goods are in-store. So this one, and if it's not, it says the bakery. So it's in it. So I'm guessing this is in-store, in-house. Apple fritter. And this was $1.79, and I paid with my debit card. Josh Kerr wanted me to get this one. One's for Josh Kerr, and this one's for Jacob Ingebrigtsen. Because he is the best, he thinks, and I gotta smell both men, Jacob Ingebrigtsen and Josh Kerr, awake, you know, after a run, and they're smelly and sweaty. No deodorant, no antiperspirant. I love their natural odors. Okay, so this one's for my friend Jacob, it's spelled Jacob, Jakob, Jacob Ingebrigtsen. I'm allowed to eat now. I had a teeth cleaning, and had to wait 30 minutes. And I was checked out of both stores before the 30-minute mark, so I was like, eat it when I get home. There is an onion flavor to it, and I can taste it even with my teeth all cleaned. So following up on yesterday, is there another gender role normative thing I can come up with? So I mentioned some women who are gender role normative propagate that women have to have shoulder length hair or longer to actually be a woman. Another one is that a woman has to show cleavage, which the only community I think that's legitimately true for is like, so my aunt is a lesbian and I'm asexual. And I think the only place that might be like a legitimate standard for is like drag performances. It's just cleavage. It doesn't have to be like the man's cleavage, but like, you know, the bra and stuff. So sometimes I wonder if gender role normative kind of standards are pushed by some women because they're actually transgender and they just haven't decided on whether they want to transition or not, or be transsexual and gain the anatomy of a man and get rid of their female anatomy. As they also tend to be the most insecure women I have ever met. I'm like, well, for somebody pushing gender role normative behaviors, sure aren't very ladylike. Which gets me to the hair thing. Why do I not like long hair for myself? Because it has nothing to do with gender roles. It actually has to do with running. I overheat with long hair. And I hate how it feels when I have my hair down, when it hits my shoulders and my back when I'm running. So when I started running, I actually did cut my hair, like pixie cut length, after I started running back, and not right away, but and then I kept it shoulder length or shorter for a while, but still long enough to fit in a ponytail, because, and then keep the ponytail short enough that the long hair doesn't hit my back, because what would happen is the hair would hit my back and it kind of It got really annoying. And if it rested, then it would actually heat up my back. But if I'm out there running in the warm, hot weather, that's not good for my health. My body's already expending extra energy just for thermoregulation. So having long hair is hazardous to one's health. If it's hot out and wearing it down. It traps the heat in, and I was like, I don't want heat stroke because I have long hair. I care about my health. So gosh darn it, this is the perfect haircut. Well, actually, perfect haircut would be about 2 inches longer. But but that has trade-offs because the scalp can be seen by the sun at this length. So if it was like 2 inches longer, it might not be so seeable by the sun, so to speak. I can put sunscreen, like rub it into the hair, but I'm like, I've been wearing a hat. So if it was 2 inches longer, a lot of the scalp would be covered. Problem is, I've had long hair and run with long hair, and the scalp still gets burned. So maybe this is the perfect hairstyle. Although you could say bald is perfect because you can just put sunscreen right on. So yeah. That's why I stuck with hair of a certain length while running. It's been shorter just because I hate the feel on my back and I don't like overheating. It's something I struggle with anyway. So being of Arctic ancestry and Scottish ancestry. Okay. Alright, so that was Jacobina Brittens. I'll give it a 49 out of 10. Up next is my friend Josh Kerr. Apple fritter from Town and Country Markets. Cinnamon. Apple chunk of apple pie filling. Wow. That's decadent. I'm in love. Josh Kerr goes, good. Now when we come to move you out, not only am I taking your car, I'm taking all of your stuff and putting it in my house. What? It goes, so it's like an apple cider flavor. And this soft thing here, that's a chunk of an apple. I had a little label on the thing. I think the ingredients are for the donut come from locally sourced and from Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. They're pretty cool. 100% Pacific Northwest donut. If I interpreted that sign correct. Yeah, I already gave prices. My Josh Kerr also says he and my Jacob can be very vocal. The place I went this morning for my dentist appointment, ICHS, International Community Health Services Shoreline, is one of those places that has helped make Seattle feel like home for him. As he's lived here and continues to live here. I will give that a 49 out of 10 as well. And people want to know about my blood pressure this morning. So I ate my full breakfast. I had caffeine. I didn't work out. I'm on PMS like day 12 or something like that, which is like, okay, so when I thought it was going to be like, what would be high for me? It would be like, I actually went back through and looked at my blood pressure, readings that I've gotten. I was like, maybe 120 over like 80 to something less than 100, like top 120, bottom 80 to under 100 or something. I go in and they take the reading. It's 101 over 61, and I was like, I don't know. I was expecting it to be higher. But yeah. I was like, I feel fine. I feel normal. And that is a pretty, I've had lower than that, and I've had higher than that reading, so there you go. Wow, so maybe that is normal. Diet and exercise, man. Getting in that high intensity exercise. That's when I was growing up, they're like, I had like excellent as in healthy, because my family kind of had a history of high blood pressure, and they were like, keep with that exercise. And you know, that was 17, 18 years ago. They were saying that, just keep with it. And here we are 17, 18 years later, and that's my blood pressure now. It used to be, I think when they were telling me like it was good and like keep with it, it was like 120 is, I think, over something. So I have brought it down, which is kind of, to go from a teenager to a 30-some-year-old, my blood pressure has gotten much. If low blood pressure is good, then I have dropped 20 points from when I was a teenager and already dubbed healthy. So there you go. Everybody grows up in different ways, and that's how I, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, hers of Seattle, have grown up. And thank you for joining me for this sweet and savory, because it was an onion bagel.